Hey everyone! When I was a kid, I absolutely hated math. Seeing numbers or formulas made me want to run away. But things changed when I started taking it seriously. I've spent over 7,500 hours studying math, sometimes feeling proud for cracking a tough problem, other times crying because I couldn't grasp a theorem. I majored in math and operations research at Columbia University, and today, I want to share what I've learned from this long journey. I once watched a video where a professor said that if you're falling behind in math class or struggling, don't worry, you can catch up and even top your class with an A in just 2 weeks. Sounds crazy, right? But I believe it because I've done it myself more than once. For example, in my sophomore year, I was getting a D in calculus, but after 2 weeks of grinding day and night, I pulled off an A on the final exam. I think all that talk about IQ or being naturally smart is overrated. Most of us have pretty similar IQs. The tiny differences don't determine how well you do in high school or college math. People with crazy high IQs are super rare and probably aren't in your class. They're off at some genius school. So if you think your classmate is way smarter at math, they're not. They might just have stricter parents pushing them harder. The best math students I know are obsessed with solving problems. They can't stand not understanding something. It's like a song stuck in their head, but it's all numbers and equations. My friend who's doing a PhD in math is like that. When she's stuck on a problem, she can't focus on anything else. I remember once spending 3 hours on a single geometry problem. Even after my mom came in and turned off my light to make me sleep, I just snuck it back on because I refused to give up. I'm not as intense as my friend, but I love the process of figuring things out and that rush when it finally clicks. So from now on, tackle every math problem head on. Don't settle for not understanding or not solving it. That's not an option. Of course, I mean problems tied to your class, homework, exams, textbooks. No need to dive into random super advanced stuff online. That's way beyond your level. Ever felt like math is impossible to get? The teacher's explaining, and you're just lost, wondering why everyone else seems to follow? That's totally normal. I still feel it sometimes. It doesn't mean you're dumb. It's usually about the basics. Math is like a building. If the foundation's shaky, the whole thing wobbles. Take a simple example: 7 by 8, 5 by 3. The answer's 56 minus 15 is equal to 41. But to get there, you need to know the order of operations: multiplication before subtraction. Plus 7 times 8 is 56, and 5 times 3 is 15. Miss any of those, and it's a mystery. I had that back in middle school with algebra. I couldn't figure out why x jumped to the other side of the equation until I realized I'd forgotten how to balance both sides. When you're confused, pinpoint where you're stuck, then Google it or ask someone. Dig into every step until you can do it on your own. Here's another tip: don't shy away from asking questions. Don't let the fear of looking dumb stop you. Most people are happy to help. If someone brushes you off or explains it in a way that doesn't click, just ask someone else. When I took probability, I kept bugging my professor about normal distributions until he said, "Great question!" And that's how I ended up understanding it better than anyone. Be specific when you ask. "I get this part, but why does this step turn into that?" instead of, "I don't get it." It'll get you the answers you need and sharpen your thinking. Math is tough, and it's okay if you don't get it right away. Last year, before my modern analysis exam, I was crying in the library at 2 a.m. over a brutal problem. But after that, I told myself I wouldn't let it win, and I figured it out by breaking it down step by step. Don't kick yourself, keep pushing. Finally, let's talk about why I stuck with math. First, a shallow reason: I wanted to seem smart. I was tired of people underestimating me. Second, it opens doors: high-paying skills and a competitive edge in jobs. As a freshman, I was into financial engineering, where math is key. Third, math builds logic, a skill that lasts a lifetime. For me, studying math taught me how to stay calm and break down not just problems on paper, but big life decisions too. Thanks for watching. I hope this helped you out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.